Alright, this is my hospital paperwork from Chesapeake, Virginia on October 23rd, 2016. That's the day I was released. That was the day that I had that issue out in the middle of the road where I was stuck. Now, my messages between myself and Joanna Taylor show that I got a hold of her and let her know about Natalie's heroin problem on the 20th. And not to send the tattoo equipment. I didn't want her selling it for drugs. I didn't want Natalie selling it for drugs in specific. Here it says anxiety state. Sarah E. Gregory. Marijuana use. This part pissed me off because when I was there, I told her that I quit smoking weed because Natalie was trying to stay sober. And I told her that the best way to stay sober is to be around sober people, so I hadn't smoked any weed since I left Colorado. So this woman wrote down marijuana use on my paperwork. Alright, lady, here's the thing. I wasn't smoking marijuana, but they put that stuff on my paperwork anyway. That's why you don't tell doctors that you smoke marijuana. They'll blame everything on marijuana and will refuse to listen to anything else that you have to say. That's fucking retarded. Here's diabetes mellitus. Sarah E. Gregory, physician assistant. Now here's some of the things that they did. It says they gave me a bag of sodium chloride 0.9% bolus infusion, 1,000 milliliters. They gave me 2 of those bags though, not just one. Let's see. The address and phone number and things of that nature. Discharge. Follow up with a doctor. We will have a life coach contact you for information on primary care follow-up. Return to ED for any new or worsening symptoms. It's got the stuff on anxiety disorder. It says discharge instructions, attachment references, drug use, marijuana English, diabetes, diet guidelines, general info English. Now, Candace Bondurant works for the hospital in Haxton for a doctor by the name of, hold on a second. Oh, here's a whole bunch of rent.com and shelters and a bunch of stuff that would have done me some good, except that I didn't have a vehicle. The closest place that was on this list, they told me, was 8 miles away. Literally, I just needed my vehicle and the money to get the fuck out of town. Meanwhile, they're wanting me to get stuck in the goddamn system here in Virginia, and they're wanting me to see a life coach. Now, instead of doing that, I opted to leave the state and allow Natalie and Alicia to have the whole goddamn thing all to themselves. See that? Learning about diabetes food guidelines. Yeah. This is from when I was in Virginia last time. When I said I'm telling the truth, what I meant is I was telling the truth. I really was that dehydrated. And you notice that it says marijuana use. It doesn't say cocaine use. It doesn't say meth use. It doesn't say heroin use. Natalie's mother found her marijuana while we were at Elliott's Coffee Grounds in Norfolk, Virginia on my birthday, October 18th. October 18th of 2016. I let Joanna Taylor know not to send that tattoo equipment because Natalie was on heroin on the 20th. I didn't have a complete and total meltdown until the 23rd. Now, me and Natalie had agreed that we were going to meet up on Monday. I just didn't make it till Monday. I was having a severe panic attack. I was stuck in my vehicle. I didn't have any gas to fucking go anywhere. I was just stuck. Stuck behind the Cricket store, and the person who invited me to stay back there didn't even work there anymore. And I've got a phone that doesn't work, and the person who was going to show me how to use that phone never did. She quit her job 10 minutes after switching the number over. You know who that person was? That person was Alicia Bollinger. Does that really sound like a stalker to you? Does it? I got severely dehydrated on my birthday. That's the 18th of October. And somehow I managed to stay conscious and stay breathing and continue to try to make things work until the 23rd. The 23rd, wee hours of the morning, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, is when I went over there to Natalie's mother's house. Now, I had been there before. I had been invited there on several occasions by both Alicia and Natalie. On my birthday, yeah, that was an invite. I was invited. It was my birthday. And you can see that Natalie and I were in contact with each other through our text messages. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go sit down and scroll through it. People went through and complained about literally everything that they could. I was just trying to show evidence and trying to get people to leave me alone. Trying to show the truth. But the police did everything that they could not to look at it. My public pretenders, not even one of them made any attempt to look at it. They didn't care. That's why public pretenders all need to be fired. If you aren't allowed an honest day in court, then your judges and lawyers need to be fired. If the way that they treat you in court is based on your income, well, then something needs to change. The system isn't set up to protect the victims. The system is set up to victimize whoever is easiest to victimize. That's a major issue too. See, at the end of the Civil War, we had something special going on, the 13th Amendment, which made it legal for every U.S. citizen to be a slave. Adolf Hitler used that very same model for his concentration camps, internment camps, and slave labor camps. After World War II, we adopted the tactics that Adolf Hitler had. Except we don't kill them. We found ways to tax people, to incarcerate the poor for being poor. This country sucks.